have it 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. A safety with a sack there, LaMarcus Joyner. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you. And we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
So one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 23 yards the pickup there.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And the Niners are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They'll run with Mostert. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Punching it in from a yard away. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Wishnowski to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Reception here by Ruggs. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Looking to throw again on second down. Carr. And now here is another interception. Picked off at about the 31. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And it's caught. And the 49ers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. One more time with Mostert. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
49ers.
Jordan Reed there to make the grab. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. From the gun, it's Rosen. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there. Incomplete.
Intended for Jalen Richard. It leads to 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Throwing again. Carr. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the fourth. From midfield, here's Carr. And that is incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Carr, the attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch.
Hey, did you have one of those backyards that you have one of those, like, mats or pits like you have for high jumpers? And, you know, you had your friends throw the ball and you tried to make the spectacular catches?
I didn't need a mat.
you just did it with the ground?
Absolutely.
That explains your toughness. That explains your toughness right there, because I think that guy was raised just like you. What a catch.
Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Carr. Aguilar has it. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Carr completes it. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Complete to Henry Ruggs. It's a gain of 7. And this is third down.
From the gun, it's Carr. And the slant hauled in by Ruggs. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Carr to throw for it on fourth down. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one.
Is a turnover on downs.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
At the 29-yard line.
Oh, Rosen's going to throw it. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Throwing now, Rosen on first down. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now Rosen will lead him up here to go for 2.
Conversion.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And, folks, this is a 67-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is.
26.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
And Rosen's actually going to throw it here. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this